Hey guys, so we just finished reading Trading in the Zone chapter 2, 10 pages. Now we're gonna learn SMC SMC video, which is gonna teach us break of structure, change of character and inducement. So let's go to watch the video, and throughout the video I will explain to you like what is the break of structure, and at the last we're gonna observe a chart and we're gonna identify which is break of structure, change of character and possible inducement zone. So let's go. So he's basically saying that he's gonna teach us break of structure, a change of character, inducement, point of interest, liquidity equal high equal low, and bias tendency. Even if you are a price action trader with whatever kind of trader, you have to understand what is the market trend right now. You have to look at if market is at uptrend or downtrend. You don't have to learn any kind of course or nothing, that you can just figure out, by looking at the chart at higher time frame. You can see if it's going uptrend or downtrend. Just as I said, you have to go in higher time frame to see what the market structure is right now, like uptrend, downtrend, bearish or bullish. If market is going up, it's uptrend. If it's going down, it's downtrend. Bullish, bearish. When a price action trader, how the price action trader sees the market, he doesn't see the higher low, or higher low. If market breaks its previous high, then it's higher. If it, like, just as we go broke up, it is known as higher and price action uptrend. That is known as uptrend. If it breaks its higher and breaks again its higher. And what is higher low? Impulse move, and correction move. This is how the trend line or the uptrend works. If something is going from 0 to 10, going from 10 euro to 50 euros, price went from 10 euro to 50 euro, and it came down again to 25 euro, and it went again to 100 euro, breaking the 50 euro zone. Then that is known as the higher zone. Then how do we identify higher lower? Whenever, if the candle pattern breaks the higher lower, the market structure change. That's when the change of character happens. And how do we identify higher lower? uptrend, higher, 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 lower, higher, 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 lower. In downtrend, lower, 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 higher, lower, 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 higher. This is price action structure mapping. What is CHoCH? Change of character. What is BOS? Break of structure. What is IDM? Inducement. What is POI? Point of interest. Liquidity equal high equal lows. Bias. Tendency. Like bias is basically like guys, I am sorry he had English English audio also. Okay, I didn't thought that he had English audio, so let's hear him personally.
Whether it's daily, weekly, or monthly, bias means what is your current view on the market. Are you planning bullish trades or bearish trades? This is called bias. Now let's understand what a check is. See, when do we consider a downtrend low based on price action? When the market is making higher highs and then breaks its previous swing low. So, what we say here is that the downtrend may continue. Then, if the market continues its downtrend, it will continue to make lower lows and lower highs. So, this is the price action on S, but according to the SMC, this doesn't happen like this. According to the SMC, the change in character occurs due to 2 or 3 valid factors. Okay? What we thought here was higher highs and higher losses. So, first, let's understand which are the higher highs and higher lows in this diagram. Then we'll understand where the break occurred and how it occurred. So, look, this was a low in the market. This was a high in the market. Right? So, what did the market do? The market created a high. It pulled back. Then it continued again, but the market didn't break the previous high. So, did our uptrend continue? It didn't. What did the market do? It took another deep pullback. This time, the market broke the previous high it had made. So, what did we consider here? A break-off structure was considered. Then, if the market came and broke this low, the previous one would be a 4. Okay? What did the market do in this diagram? The market broke the previous high, made a higher high, pulled back, and made a new high. What happened now? It made a new high above the previous high. So, again, an uptrend continued. But the market came and broke the confirmed low. So, a 4 here. Now, how are highs and lows confirmed? We'll learn about this later, but we're currently learning about a change in character in the market. We're learning a basic lesson in this video. We'll learn about it in depth in the next video. So, brother, this is the market's first swing high, swing low, and swing high. So, as long as the market is within this range, there's no trend. The market came and broke this low. Right? It broke. So, what happened in the market now? A new high was made. After the new high was made, the market took a pullback. After the pullback, it broke a new high and sustained it again. The market confirmed this low, confirming a change in character. The market subsequently formed a new low. This low became valid. Now, if the market breaks this low, a change in character occurs here. Let me explain in simple terms. This is your higher high. Isn't it? It is. This is your higher low. This is your higher high. This is your higher low. This is your higher low. This is your higher high. And here it is, it breaks. This means that from here, we can expect the market to continue its downtrend. This means that the market's trend has changed. It will now shift from bullish to bearish. Okay? So, I hope you understand. Simply, it's a higher high and a higher low. So, when the market breaks its higher low, its trend will have changed. This is how we consider it in an uptrend. Now, let's understand how it works in a downtrend. What did I teach about a downtrend as well? Lower lows, lower highs. So, first, let's assume this is the starting point in the market. What did the market do from here? It traveled a bit and broke the previous low. So, what did the market do? It created a new low here. It created a new low, right? This became a lower low. Then, after a while, the market again broke its previous main low. Again, the market created a lower low. Now, when the market is creating lower lows, it must also be creating lower highs. So, whatever swing points you have before a swing, your swing highs, are your lower highs. right? In this case, they are lower highs. And when, according to the SMC, the market comes back and breaks its previous swing lows, then this is considered a square. That means, simply put, your direction will change immediately. It's bearish from here, then we'll move to bullish. It has multiple confirmations, which we'll understand later. Okay, so this was a basic understanding of the square. What's there now? Let's understand what a breakout structure is in SLC. So, if I were to explain the breakout structure simply, trend continuation means what the market did. It made a high and broke it. It broke the previous high. It broke a fracture. It came back, somehow, after some time. It broke the previous high it had made. It came back. It had made a previous high. It broke it again. This is a breakout fracture of an uptrend. Similarly, a low was formed in a downtrend. It came back and broke the previous low. So, this is the formation of lower losses, lower highs. A breakout fracture. It came back and broke the previous low. This is another breakout fracture. It came back and broke the previous low. This is a break of fracture. So what's forming here? Lower highs and lower lows are forming here. And what was forming here? Lows, higher highs, higher lows were forming. So this break of fracture is nothing more than trend continuation, isn't it? There are multiple factors involved. We'll understand that later, but I'm giving you a basic understanding of the terminology of what each represents. Right now, let's understand what IDM is. Look, the full form of IDM is induction. What is induction? Why does an induction exist?
Inducement.
Where does it end? We'll learn all this later, but first, we'll understand where it occurs. Look, whenever the market forms a structure according to the SMC, it just formed a structure. What did the market create right now? The market created a low. The movement that has occurred accordingly is correct. What is the current high of the market according to this? This is from the high market right now, and this is from the low market. Anyone entering the market in the middle of this creates a swing, taking the liquidity of the swing. Liquidity as in what? Breaking it. So, we call this an item. And when does this IDM occur? A break of structure, a change of character, comes into play here. Okay, this is a very important item. Don't forget this, brother. If you forget this, if you don't master this, then your SMC learning is useless. Understand the item. So, the item is very important. Where does the item occur? It occurs just to the left of the square or the boss. Okay, if you want to do it in an uptrend, you have to look to the left. If you want to look at the square or the boss in a downtrend, you still have to look to the left. Just understand that for an IDM, you have to look to the left, not the right. Okay, before your breakout fractures. So, what happened here? The market made a low, then it made a high. What did you do? The market made a swing, pulled back, and broke its swing low. So what happened here? All the sellers entered, didn't they? What did the market do next? It came down, lifted from the order block, and broke the previous high. So what happened here? This confirmed a higher high. That means, according to your price action, it formed a higher high. But according to the SMC, this high hasn't been confirmed yet. When does a high get confirmed? When the market pulls back and breaks that pullback, then this higher high is confirmed, according to the SMC. Okay, so, here it was. Then the market rose again and broke the previous main high. So, it made a new high here again. Then suddenly the market came back and broke the previous main swing low. So, it got squared here. Okay, so, that's for later. How does IDM happen in a downtrend? In a downtrend, the market was falling first and took a pullback. After the pullback, it tried to fall again, but couldn't break the previous low. What did it do? The market went straight to the previous swing low and high, breaking it. It rose slightly, fell from there, and broke the previous low. So what happened here? A lower low was created. Similarly, the market took a pullback here. After the pullback, it traveled slightly upward. Then it dumped back to the previous low, taking out the previous low. So this is how IDM works. Having an IDM is crucial in SMC, and validating and identifying IDM is crucial. Master this. If you don't master it, you could get trapped. Liquidity will automatically become a factor. Now, what do we call IDM in simple terms? A fake move to attract retailers. In simple terms, the market created a low high. It made a pullback here. It came back and broke it. What will everyone understand from this? It created an M pattern. And who will say what? The market broke its last support, and a downtrend began. I'm talking about the new retailers who watch price action videos on YouTube. The swing high was broken, so short here, and then sit down to short here. Everyone's SLs are placed higher there, and the market will rise to capture everyone's liquidity, right? So, this is basically the job of an IM, to induce people to say, I'm falling, I'm falling, I'm falling, and when everyone enters, make a U-turn from there to hunt everyone's SLs. So, this was a basic understanding of our terminology. What is a job? What is a boss? What is an IDM? Then comes the point of interest. What does a point of interest mean? Which location on the chart are you willing to execute a trade entry from? Or are you interested in, thinking, from here, I'll plan a sell-side trade, or, from here, I'll plan a buy-side trade? That's called a point of interest. And liquidity. What does liquidity mean? Liquidity means buyers and sellers. Indirectly, I've explained liquidity to you on Instagram, so be sure to check out Instagram. There's a separate learning series going on there. So, liquidity means fuel. It's fuel for the market. Liquidity is important in order to sustain indices. Okay, so, how does the market get this liquidity now? Stop losses for buyers and sellers. Okay, how are they? Stop losses for buyers and sellers. When the market moves sideways, it forms W patterns, M patterns. Your head and shoulders, inverse head and shoulders, chart patterns, and when people trade on those chart patterns, liquidity is generated in the market. That means, at that moment, at that chart pattern, a lot of buy and sell orders are placed. So, the market gets stop losses. The market gets fuel. Buyers and sellers are very interested at that point. Everyone jumps in to buy at that price, thinking a W or an M is forming. Seeing this chart pattern, many people jump in. So, liquidity is created in those particular zones. Right now, equal highs equal lows. Equal highs equal lows. As you might have guessed from the name, let's say this is a single candle, its first high. The market then came back to this point and rejected. So, what's formed here? This is equal highs. Equal means both highs are at the exact same level. So, whenever the market will try to take them, right? Similarly, equal lows are formed. So, I hope I've been able to explain the terminology of the smart.
Guys, as you see in the video, SMC third lesson, break of structure, change of character, inducement, a point of interest, liquidity, equal high, equal lows, and bias. Now let's identify the equal high, equal low. For example, this is not. For example, there can be different kind of a equal highs, equal lows. Like for example, this can be horizontal, much more, but we're gonna see in different type. For example, this is known as equal high, and and you're also and you're not. What is the point of interest? Point of interest is where the interest market has interest. Let's look at the trend line. Like market went up, it broke its previous high. Again, it broke its previous. Came down, broke this is known as structure, like a structure. So if we go to the higher time frame, for example, if you guys see in a higher time frame, for example, we are right now at 1 hour time frame, the market structure is much more clear, like it has for there's some good structure, like this. Okay, here we have some, this is how the trend line, like this, we have proper trend line here. You get to see this in higher time frame. And guys, that's it for today.